There is something strangely satisfying about holding a physical photograph in your hand, especially when it came straight from your phone without a trip to the local pharmacy. This little dock from Kodak is essentially a dedicated photo lab that sits right on your desk. It is not trying to be a high-end office printer, and that is exactly why it works. You just plug your phone into the top, hit print, and a few moments later, you have a crisp 4x6 print. It uses dye sublimation, which is a fancy way of saying the colors are layered on rather than sprayed, so you don't get those annoying ink streaks or smudges that happen with cheaper inkjet models. The prints come out dry to the touch, which is a nice touch if you are impatient like most of us. Now here is the thing about the design. It is a bit chunky, definitely not something you are going to toss in a jacket pocket, but it feels sturdy enough to live on a shelf or a side table. The fact that it charges your phone while it works is a clever bit of utility, turning a single-purpose device into something that actually earns its spot on your desk. You can hook up an iPhone or an Android device, and it even handles USB sticks if you have old photos sitting on a drive somewhere. The companion app is where you will spend most of your time, and honestly, it is surprisingly decent. It lets you mess around with filters, stickers, and collages before you commit to the paper. It is not Photoshop, but it gets the job done for quick projects. What stands out, though, is the consistency. Because it is a thermal process, the images don't seem to fade or bleed over time, which is a big deal if you are planning to frame these or put them in an album. Of course, it is not perfect. You are locked into their specific paper and ribbon cartridges, which means you are paying for the convenience of the system. It is also strictly a 4x6 machine, so don't expect to print out documents or larger snapshots. And while the Wi-Fi connectivity is a nice addition for when you don't want to be tethered, the initial setup can be a little finicky if your home network is crowded. Still, for someone who has thousands of photos trapped in a digital cloud and wants to actually see them on a wall, this thing is a solid, reliable workhorse. It takes the headache out of printing and makes the whole process feel like a bit of a fun event rather than a chore. If you value simplicity and want prints that actually look like they came from a professional lab, this is a pretty compelling way to go.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.